Ladies and gentlemen, your brother Zoe Williams back in the building for yet another riveting episode of The Voice of Reason. Listen here and listen good. Zoe Williams. I love sisters. Okay? Tonight's topics, we got to deal with it. I love them. But let me ask you this. Sisters, and I know you out there, I know you love brothers. But let me ask you this. Do you like all the brothers? See, you can love us but not like us. And vice versa. Right? You can love us. Those are my brothers. They got problems, but I love them. Right? Brothers can afford the same sentiment or offer the same sentiment to sisters. I love my sisters, but I don't like all of them. So, and then this is the thing that really bothers me right now, because I did a show earlier today with Tavis Smiley, and we were breaking down the psychology behind an article that was written. And basically 50% of black men, the voting black men, because not all black men in Los Angeles are voting, but for the ones that are, 50%, and it's an astronomical number, 50% of the brothers are not voting for the sister that's running, Karen Bass. And it led to all these layers and ripples, and we got to talking about, conditioning and society, and I went home because it was early in the morning for me. So I was tossing and turning about it. I went home and I had to think about it for a moment. And yes, black folk as a collective have an issue, have a problem with each other. Men to women, women to men. Who started it? Where did it come from? Who's exacerbating it? It has to be dealt with. Tonight's topic, the art of toxic love and war in the black community. A deeper look at the social rivalry between black men and women. Where did it come from? Who got it started? I was talking to the good brother. I forgot the brother's name. What's the brother's name? The Perfect Union. He has a great Dr. Nee Quarterline. He and I were talking. Very powerful young brother, man. Very smart, very intelligent. And we were talking about some of the things that I'm bringing up right now as to the cause. And what I was saying was, I explained to the brother, I said, for many black men, and I'm not talking about the well-to-do, affluent black men or the black men that are in a different tax bracket. I'm talking about the average guy. For many black men, there is an aversion to Western institutions. The institution of voting, the institution of church. 85% population of most black churches are women. The institution of medicine. A lot of black men don't want to go to the doctor. So, and we were just talking about like these different narratives that are floating out there. And what I'm trying to figure out is who's keeping this war going? What is your real issue with us, sister? Call us 1-800-920-1580. Brother, what is your real issue with your sister? And then I'm going to give my take. When we come forward, the VOR is not going to play no games tonight. I'll show you, well, I'll tell you better than I can show you.
The reasons that we're here, the reasons that we fear, our feelings will disappear.
What up?
You're listening to the Voice of Reason with Zoe Williams on KBLA Talk 1580.
Please help me stop
What up?
the massacre of Black lives. This is Cherie Onika Vallejos. After nearly 16 years in the office protecting Los Angeles against crime and corruption, I am stepping forward to fight crime and corruption in Los Angeles.
That's perfect. Thank you, brother.
The first Black person to run for Los Angeles.
I'm gonna let them know right now.
Cherie Onika Vallejos, the attorney that can hold police accountable for violence in our communities and help Black mothers and teachers keep our children and communities
Yeah.
for Los Angeles City Attorney. This message was paid for by Cherie Onika Vallejos for Los Angeles City Attorney 2022.
Attention seniors on Medicare and Medicaid.
We about to get busy. Let's go.
We have great news. You can change or enroll into a Medicare plan every 3 months if you qualify. All from the comfort and safety of your own home over the phone. No one even needs to come to your home.
Good evening. Good evening. Let there be light. What up, Tracy Brooks? Everybody hit that like button. Let me do it right with you. I'm going to be number 25. Watch. Bam. I'm 25.
All your new Medicare benefits. Premiums are as low as $0 per month. Even if you are not paying anything for your coverage now, you need to call our licensed agents to review your plan. There are zero-cost plans available in some areas. Don't wait till next year. Get all the Medicare benefits you deserve. Call a licensed agent today.
Andy.
800-430-6748. 800-430-6748. That's 800-430-6748. Paid for by Senior Choice Plans.
Did you know fixing outdoor leaks can save 27 to 90 gallons of water per day? Even tiny leaks can be huge water wasters. Conserving water starts with a few simple water-saving actions at home and in the yard, like adjusting your sprinklers and adding drip.
Yo, what up? I'm like 27. Thank you, sir.
To conserve water. Visit SaveOurWater.com for more water-saving tips.
Thank you,
Save
sir.
water, save California. If
We
you live
on.
in LA,
You already know this playlist gonna be crazy.
Internet, call 866-298-1825 to see if you qualify for free home internet. Call 866-298-1825. Brought to you by LA County's Delete the Divide initiative. 866-298-1825.
Our community leaders support Lois Smallwood Cuevas for state
Think on this, tube. Call me.
jobs and equity for all of us. Supervisor
Let's not talk about it. Let's be about it.
The Democratic Party and the Los Angeles Sentinel all endorsed Lola for the state Senate. President Obama recognized Lola for her work as the founder of the LA
20 seconds.
Center, increasing access to quality jobs and fighting employment discrimination. Vote Lola Smallwood Cuevas for state Senate on June 7th. Paid for
Thank
by
you
Lola
for joining
Smallwood.
in. Yes, her transformed.
You want some more? It's the Voice of Reason with Zoe Williams on KBLA Talk 1580.
I got the 2-minute clip for the Farrakhan. You want to play during the segment, or you gonna cue me? Okay.
The competition.
Competition is none. I remain in the top like the sun. And I burn whoever coming to chambers of torture. I caught you. You should have bought you. Neighborhood distort you. No one in my path to withstand. Under pressure, the wrath of the swift man.
Ladies and gentlemen,
Speak your piece, the feel is mutual.
classic
Topic whenever I drop
Eric B. and Rakim.
it. In other words,
Competition is none.
catch it. But what occurred was too much weight for one brain.
So let's get it.
Concentrate, maintain, and elevate.
I'm trying to tell you, brothers and sisters should not be in competition. But for some reason, we are each other's favorite target. Why is that, ladies and gentlemen? I was telling the good brother the host of, A Perfect Union, I was telling the brother, I said, how can you expect brothers to go vote for Karen Bass as a sign of solidarity? I said this on Tavis Smiley show earlier today, as a show of solidarity, when the community, the black community specifically, is in shambles. There's no unity in the community, but we're supposed to come together because we want to see a sister become mayor. Now, blessings to the sister. I hope she becomes mayor of Los Angeles, right? Blessings to the sister, right? I hope everybody turned out and did what they had to do so the sister can make history. But why is it that we expect each other to show up for one another when really, like, if you really look around, and maybe this is just social media, maybe social media is to blame, maybe the Clubhouse conversations that are always going on, maybe Instagram, maybe the television shows. I don't know who's responsible, right? But somebody is perpetuating a narrative that says we always at each other's neck. Now, I know that there are pockets of great black love relationships. I know that there are pockets all over the place. And it's probably more than we even think. But the narrative we see, right? The narrative we see is a bleak narrative. And with the narrative being so bleak, how is it that we expect all the brothers to turn out and go vote? Now, people mad at Ice Cube. Ice Cube didn't do nothing. Ice Cube wanted to do business a couple of years ago, or a year or so ago, with both parties. Whoever wanted to step up and read his agenda. So he got lambasted as trying to be a Trumper. But that's not what he was talking about. He was saying, if a particular party, and I'm not trying to make this a political show, because I believe America is toxic, and I believe that toxicity has slipped into black relationships, right? But I digress. He was just trying to do business with whoever would do business with black folk. Now, one of the sayings here at KBLA is, we rooting for everybody black. Well, if we rooting for everybody black, can everybody that's black root for our collective healing behind closed doors? Can we get our collective bovine feces together? Shout out to Jeff Brown. Can we get our collective bovine feces together behind closed doors and work out whatever it is we need to work out? So we can show a unified front. Is the black gender war perpetuated by the media? In what ways do black men and women project their societal and familial toxicity / trauma upon each other? In what ways does a toxic society in and of itself impact black love relationships that already have generational tasks to reconcile? We talked about this on a couple of shows ago. I said, you're born here with some generational work to do. A lot of people call it generational curses. I said curse is not a good term. Let's call it generational tasks, generational curriculum that needs to be healed in our bloodline. We already come with that baggage. But then we're born into a toxic society. Tough stuff. Now, let me just say this really quickly. Tavis Smiley himself is outside in front of the building. Okay? He's outside in front of the building right now. And him and other hosts, Robin from Danny Morrison's show, they're outside and they're encouraging people to go vote, because it's not just the mayoral vote, and I'm gonna get into it in a second, but there are many propositions that need to be dealt with. So they're trying to get people to vote locally. And anybody who heard me speak before on the So What Morning Show or other shows that I've done, I've always talked about the importance of voting locally. But if you want to come by right now, Tavis is sitting outside right now. Go meet Tavis Smiley right now at 4434 Crenshaw Boulevard, Los Angeles, California, 90043. Now, remember, today is June 7th, which is Election Day. Today is primary election day, and KBLA Talk 1580 has a treat for you. Once you have punched your ballot, drive by 4434 Crenshaw Boulevard, Los Angeles, California, 90043. Drive by KBLA Talk 1580, and we will have a snack. I took one of the snacks, by the way. It's some Famous Amos cookies and some Hawaiian punch. We'll have a snack and a punch for you. All you have to do is drive up to our front door at 4434 Crenshaw Boulevard on the southeast corner of Crenshaw near Vernon, and our KBLA Talk 1580 team will be out front all day, and they're going to be out there until 9 p.m. Be out front all day, ready to greet you and hand you your snack and punch. And they'll just do it through the window, by the way, of your vehicle, and you can keep it pushing. So punch your ballot, and the free snack and punch is on us, KBLA, 8 a.m. to 8 p.m. I said 9 p.m., but 8 p.m. All right, they got about 30 more minutes out there. Again, head north on Crenshaw, just south of Vernon, and look for the KBLA Talk 1580 tent, brought to you by KBLA Talk 1580 and the African American Voter Registration, Education, and Participation Project. All right. Let's rip into this topic, because I want to hear from people. Listen, I'm flawed, I'm broken, I'm not the expert here. You are. Your perspective is. I want to know what's wrong with us. How come we just can't get along? Why is it that there's manosphere talking points, there's feminist talking points, and all of these talking points serve as a wedge between us? Who started it? Right? If Black love is a mirror reflection of the toxicity of the environment in which it was cultivated, why then do Black men and women blame each other for this toxic interaction? Let me say it again. You hear me say relationship is a mirror. Yes, we're in relationship with each other, but we're also in relationship with our culture, with our society. And if society is toxic, and then our relationships become a mirror reflection of the toxicity in the environment in which we were raised, cultivated, why then do Black men and women blame each other for this toxic interaction? Can Black men and women ever enjoy political unity while still embattled in social and spiritual discord? These are heavy questions. You want us to get political. You want us to go support somebody. But you and your father ain't cool. Huh? You still got wounds that you haven't addressed. So, do you see what I'm saying? It's all a farce. It's all an act. Let me go do this because I can be a part of history. Listen, you heal the home, you heal the community. You can't heal the home until you heal the individual. Now, if all the individuals in the home start a self-work regimen, do you think the quality of our interaction would get better? You've heard me on this show many a time say, hey, Who wrote your knowledge of self narrative? Was it you? Huh? Or was it what you've been through? And who put you through what you've been through? I'm just asking, right? I just want to know, right? And I think it's a very powerful conversation here. Like, how do we turn it around? I think let's ask about the church. What's the church's role? Should the church be involved in this communal devotion that needs to happen? I say closed door devotion. A communal closed door devotion where black men and women hash it out. Because we got a divestment movement. Well, I'm divesting from black men. Right? Neither one of us want to accept each other as we are. Right? I'm asking, what is the solution? Should we just walk away from each other and uplift interracial dating? Man, there are other options. I've heard a lot of people say, you know, the quality of black man is so low. You know, sister, go check your options. Somebody else will do it if he won't. Is that the solution? Felicia Robinson in my chat room said, we've been talking long enough. See, that's one thing that bothers me. Spiritual work and the incremental resolution, well, it's not even a resolution, it's actually management. The incremental pieces of truth you get in your work in progress, the work in progress of self. Somebody told you it was supposed to end. Knowledge of self will never end. The pursuit of it, the cultivation of it, it will never end. One of the greatest sins you can commit against yourself is to allow someone else to write your knowledge of self script. And many black folk have done that. The more accepted you are by this society, the more you're pulled into, the elite, academia, right? Corporate America, you think you one of them. For many black people, not all. For many black people, the higher up the ladder you get, the more you figure, hey, yeah, I'm all right, I'm good. I'm cool right here. Is this not a problem in our community? Right? I'm just simply saying, is there a workable solution to where when things come up, whether it be an election, whether it be whether anything that affects your community, right? An election, police reform. Maybe we got to tell this preacher he got to get out of town because he's misappropriating funds. I don't care what it is. If there's anything that arises that needs a unified front, how do we get there from where we are today? I hear a lot of complaints. I heard the sister, what's the sister? Tamika Mallory, is that her name? Did I say it right? She said sexism is worse than racism. Now, I didn't know sexism and racism were racing. What I do know, racism in this society, in this culture, has a lot of unanswered questions, and I didn't know, right? Because they're both bad, right? Okay, they're both bad. But I didn't know you could prioritize one over the other. I know there are some unanswered questions about racism that need to be dealt with today, especially when you got white supremacist coached 18-year-olds running around with AR-15s shooting up black people and apologizing to the white people they pointed the gun at. I'm saying, and I'm not trying to compare trauma. I'm not trying to, do you understand? It's all a problem. It's all, how did one leapfrog over the other? Or was one always as bad as the other? I don't have the answers, but I do have the questions. When we come forward, the phone lines are all the way open. The number to dial is 1-800-920-1580. 1-800-920-1580. Get in here and participate in this topic. Y'all calling? Alfonso, call in, bro. Felicia, call in.
He's on fire tonight. It's the voice of reason with Zoe Williams exclusively on KBLA Talk 1580.
Call in. I would love to just hear your thoughts.
Here's the latest from the Black Information Network.
We can't wait until the second hour, fam. Call in. This is an important discussion. Call in.
Increasing pressure to tackle the city's violent crime problem. Lightfoot has 6 other challenges. Louisiana will need to add a second black majority district before November's midterm.
Hey, I see y'all in the chat room. DP, thank you, sir.
That had only one majority black
4540 works too. Thank you, sir.
The map's representation is not proportional to the black share of population in Louisiana.
Twos and fews. Appreciate y'all. But listen, this is a discussion, not a lecture. Let's talk together.
Brunell coached 39 seasons in the NFL. That's the latest. I'm Kevin Brown from the Black Information Network and BINnews.com.
All my regulars,
it's that time of year again.
I'm calling on y'all today. Call in. Don't sit back and wait. Give me your perspective. Let's speak together. I believe this is a necessary discussion. Let's talk with one another today. All my regulars, if you're not on the toilet, if you're not at work, if you're not on the road, call me.
Donahue, Studs, Turkle, and Tavis Smiley. Donahue's retired, Turkle's deceased, so this is a real thrill for me. And the reason why I have such respect for what you do is you have a historically informed conversation of depth and detail.
Be sure to tune in to Tavis Smiley, weekday mornings, 9 a.m. to 12 noon, on your unapologetically progressive radio station.
Y'all just gonna ignore me? All right, cool. I'll put this down.
Please help me stop the massacre of Black lives. This is Cherie Onikavaiko. After nearly 16 years in the office protecting Los Angeles against crime and corruption, I am stepping forward to fight crime and corruption in Los Angeles. Vote for me, Cherie Onikavaiko, the first black person to run for Los Angeles City Attorney. Cherie
Yogi Fish, you always deliver some wisdom. You should call in.
Accountable for violence in our communities and help black mothers and teachers keep our children and communities safe. Cherie Onikavaiko for Los Angeles City Attorney. This message was paid for by Cherie Onikavaiko for Los
Felicia,
Angeles
he's
City
right
Attorney.
there answering the phone calls. Call right now.
The more we learn about COVID-19, the more questions we have. The biggest question now?
He said everyone can't call at once, though. We got people calling right now.
A year.
We got 2 lines ringing right now.
You're not alone.
My brother is on it. Stay with us.
Emotional support.
Line 3, hold tight. He's about to grab you.
4673 or live chat at calhope.org today.
KBLA Talk 1580. We've got a whole lot to talk about.
KBLA Talk 1580, challenging you to be the change you want to see. 100 Black Men of Los Angeles Incorporated is a non-profit, community-based organization with a mission to improve the quality of life for African Americans and other minorities by enhancing educational and economic opportunities for youth with initiatives like the Young Black Scholars Program, the Junior Investment Program, and the Technology Summit. 100 Black Men of Los Angeles focuses on mentoring, education,
health and wellness, economic empowerment, and leadership. They're a body of outstanding black men whose training, skills, and experiences adds value to their communities. To join the organization and make a difference, offer support, or sign up an eligible young scholar, visit 100bmla.net. 100bmla.net or call 310-497-2176. That's 310-497-2176. This is the community call to action from KBLA Talk 1580.
Venture X from Capital One is the travel card for people always asking,
where next?
You earn 10x miles on hotels and rental cars, and 5x miles on flights booked through Capital One Travel, and 2x miles on everything else you buy with Venture X. Plus, receive premium travel benefits like access to over 1,300 airport lounges. The Venture X card from Capital One. What's in your wallet?
Terms apply. See CapitalOne.com for details.
When did all the money made in cryptocurrency become such a burden?
I see y'all.
Let's face it, for some who are overnight fortunate, shiny cars and fancy homes are just a temporary fix. With so many people in the world in need, now there's a place to spread the wealth and keep a family's lights on. Pay it forward, and where there's blight, plant trees. Party with a purpose and save lives. 3Quality is an easy solution to charitable giving and connects us all. At 3Quality.net, those who have the means transfer tokens to a charitable wallet.
What up? I see y'all in here. Everybody hit that like button. Twos and Fuse crew represent. Appreciate y'all. Everybody hit that like button. Let's get up to 100 likes. We right there.
I got that clip ready for you just in case. It's like a 2-minute clip.
Hey, Dad, how do airplanes fly?
11:30.
What's in this box? Is this tree good for climbing? How are babies made? What does this thing do?
Kids are curious
Robbie!
about everything, including guns. Talking to them about gun safety in your home is a good first step, but you can do more. Always keep your guns locked, unloaded, and stored separately from ammunition. Safe gun storage saves lives. Learn how to make your home safer at endfamilyfire.org. That's endfamilyfire.org. Brought to you by End Family Fire, Brady, and the Ad Council.
How do you spend your audio time on smart speakers?
Hello.
Hey, Alexa.
I'm Alexa.
Play KBLA Talk 1580.
Okay.
Yo! Thank you, fam.
Only on KBLA Talk 1580.
Bobby! Yeah! Brothers and sisters, we are definitely in a strange relationship. And I'm asking tonight for your help. I want to know why we in a strange relationship. I want to know why it appears that we are at odds with each other. Some sisters have told me that they think, even on this show, on this platform, on the Voice of Reason, that I might be a little patriarchal, a little misogynistic on this show. And I'm like, what? Really? Hey, I'm just saying, how can we hold each other accountable? How can we talk to each other? right? How can we correct each other, without, I guess, ruffling each other's feathers? We got phone calls. Lines is cracked. Let's do it. Alfonso, Newport News, VA, Virginia. Talk to me, Alfonso.
Hey, how you doing? Thanks for taking my call.
Thank you, brother, for calling in. Let's go. Let's go with it, man. What's wrong with us, man? We're in a toxic love and war kind of gender battle in the black community. What's wrong, man? What's the solution?
Well, like I said, I'll try to put a little bit of it in the chat, but I can expound on the phone. I think that, this situation is, again, partly due to ignoring the people that try to correct us on our moral decay. I think that we have lost our moral conduct. The Bible said we've added sin to sin.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't know if you're familiar with C. Dolores Tucker.
Yes.
Yeah, she was exactly right when she expounded on, why she was against hip hop culture, and some of the outcomes that has brought in regards to our mainstream culture as a people. But I think as far as like now, when we have, we're 30 years, really 40 years into a situation that, it's now, now the fruits are starting to bear from this tree, and it's all coming to pass now in our relationships with each other. You know what I mean? And now it's like, we're so toxic, and we're so disorganized, and we don't have really a culture that works in the way that produces family and relationships and courting and procreation and these different things. So I think like a lot of times we're gonna have to really like let this kind of work itself out. Like we're gonna have to kind of let the chips fall where they may,
Mm-hmm.
and then the people that's among us. Because see, the thing about it is that a lot of people are so they're so negative against us that they're saying that we're all just messed up. All black women are messed up. All black men are messed up. But I think that it becomes a thing where you have to let the toxic among us, let these toxic people, and these self-destructive people in their moral ways fall. And
I see what you're saying. You gotta let them burn out. Just burn to the ground.
Perish.
Right.
Like I say, because it's a lot of us as black Americans that want to turn this around, that want to preserve our heritage as a people. They want to preserve the positives, the morals, the moral and the positive and the progressive among us. But those people don't have the support. It's the unrighteous and the unrepentant among us that